Hello and welcome to today's episode of CryptoSauce. You're here with Eric and...
Hey guys, Sol.
So today we're going to be looking at VeChain.
Alright, so what are we checking first?
We'll look at VeChain.
Should we check out the website?
Yeah, I found a really good website on VeChain. I think it was called VeChain.info or something like that. It was a really good rundown. So we'll use that to show you guys, give you a quick run through. So this is VeChain's coin market cap, obviously. They're sitting around a $900 million market cap, so just sitting under $1 billion. Obviously, with recent news, they moved up quite a bit, around 17% gain today. We are expecting them to move up a bit more in the future, obviously, with the new dividend sort of approach that they've launched with the new Thor system, where you get the Thor token based on how much you hold. We'll put a link in the description of how you can calculate it as well. There's a thing called the Thor calculator. You put in how much VeChain you own, and you can then see an exact calculation of how much you're actually going to make off that. So it's pretty cool stuff. You can also see a quick list of the exchanges listed on.
That market cap is pretty high, actually. I wasn't expecting that. So we're on, what's the rank? 39?
39, yeah.
And the circulating supply is only like a third of the total supply. Is that the max total supply?
I don't think it's a fixed cap, if that's what you mean.
Really?
I don't think it is. I think they just pump out more as they need it, because it is basically made to be a mediator for RFIDs. Like it's similar to Walton Chain, like incorporating RFIDs with the blockchain. Yeah. And people described it as a cheaper version. It's just a few layers below that. Walton Chain looks at like the big picture. It's the blockchain sitting on the top, and VeChain sort of works on like a very small scale sort of thing.
Are these just because you brought up Walton, do these guys have some kind of like physical thing? You know how Walton's got like an RFID? Do these guys have anything in the real world that they're using, or
no?
It's just the blockchain.
I don't know. Actually,
like
let's check that.
All right, let's check out the website.
They have partnered with a few companies. So
try that link up the top. Let's see if we can.
Sure.
English, yes.
Sweet as.
All right, nice video.
Oh, English video too.
What? I can't read that.
It's way too fast.
I like grapes. And wine, everyone likes wine.
It's like a car ad, hey?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is.
Shit,
but these are all things I like.
Oh, the RFID's in there, right.
Oh, alright.
Great. So the RFID goes, it's going to Australia. It's from Australia. Sweet as.
I'm a little bit confused. Does this have sound? Is it because we're missing sound and some guys may be narrating?
No, I don't think anyone's narrating. I reckon it's just going to be some hectic music, but we'll get the sound up.
This is awesome
sound.
Production quality, but I don't know what the purpose is, I'll be honest.
Really beautiful. I don't think it has sound. I think it's just saying they've put the RFID inside the product, and then they're going to send the product somewhere. And then you're going to see how VeChain tracks that and how it becomes useful.
I wonder though, is it a barcode? Is it an RFID?
It's an RFID, 100%. Yeah, VeChain uses RFIDs.
They would be using like a physical thing then?
Yeah, but I think that's what it was. Walton Chain produces their own RFIDs.
Yes.
VeChain has a third-party provider for RFIDs, which if anything is a more flexible approach. You can go to other countries and be like, okay, VeChain's here, you're our RFID supplier. Whereas Walton Chain goes, okay, Walton Chain's here, we're shipping in our Walton Chain RFIDs, give us 5 weeks.
Yeah, I can imagine it's kind of bottlenecking the service.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's back to I think it's looping.
Do you like grapes?
Yeah, I do. I like wine too, and I think it's coming up. Let's try scrolling down and see if they explain it to us. The world's...
Oh, what's the dodgy space there?
No, it's good to have space. Everyone likes space. The world's leading blockchain platform for products and information. In which regard? What can VeChain do? VeChain strives to build a trust-free and distributed business ecosystem based on the blockchain technology, self-circulated and expanding.
So it's all about the supply chain at the end of the day.
I'll be honest, a lot of power words and I'm still not understanding what it is. So I guess fair enough.
Yeah.
Because we are like tracking these. There are people at almost every location that need to keep, how can I say, there are guys at every stage that need to be organizing what comes in and what comes out and making sure that it is what it says it is. Like you've got all these extra jobs, I guess.
Yeah, well, an example there was the wine and the bags as well. I mean, what would happen if the people working the dock had immediately intercepted the luxury bags, swapped them out for fake copies, and then sent them off to another country?
That's
Things like that. And then not even
that.
the wine, tipping out the wine, drinking the wine, putting another bottle, whatever,
But
and then filling it up with grape juice, and then someone's just bought something.
Could one not remove the RFID, put it into the fake bag, and then continue?
Don't tell VeChain that.
But I could imagine like it was Walton's selling point, because like, you know, you get to like stock take, for example.
Yeah. Well, I think the big thing they're doing it for is
intensive.
car parts.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I've read a lot about Volkswagen pairing up with both of these companies.
Yeah. Maybe if there's a way of, I could imagine if there was a way of almost manufacturing it with the RFID inside.
Yeah, in such a way that it couldn't be removed without
Yeah.
destroying the product.
Yeah, without destroying it. Or it's going to be like so resource intensive that it just isn't valuable anymore.
Yeah. So I'll quickly I'll get up this website because honestly it was really good.
You actually mentioned that these guys have already started partnering.
Yeah, so these guys have partnered up with Microsoft. Microsoft was one of the big ones. They've partnered with the Chinese province, which was again a really big one. And a lot of they're obviously they're a Chinese company, and they're based around a lot of maybe this is the website.
A lot of manufacturers?
A lot of Chinese manufacturers, yeah.
Yeah.
No, this isn't it.
There's a lot of products as well that they try to kind of keep managed from almost like the point of picking the resources to the end where you're selling the retail product. And I guess like using those RFID strategically, you'd be able to track a product from the beginning of its creation all the way to the end.
Yeah, I think it's called disintermediation. So the big thing is obviously with the supply chain, you have a manufacturer on one end and you have a consumer on the other end.
Yeah.
And then in the middle you got a distributor, a retailer, a packager. You have all these people, and the truth of the matter is, once it leaves the manufacturer, he doesn't have God's bloody clue where it's gone beyond there.
Yeah.
He has no idea where it is in that supply chain until it reaches through each one of those things.
Yeah.
And then they go, manufacturers received it. Okay, cool. And then blackout. Okay, retailers received it. Blackout.
Yeah.
So on, so on. So with something like this, you could actually track exactly where it's gone, when it went through, like they do with the post.
Yeah.
So it could be really useful when you're looking at huge volumes of stuff.
Another angle as well, you know, like you go to the shops and you buy something and you hope that it's manufactured well, but you have really no idea. It might also give you a way of like gaining some insight as to where these things are made and under what conditions. I'm not sure how much information they would allow the public to see, but I'm guessing if it's a blockchain, you might have some access. But that would be interesting to know what they're actually thinking of doing, because it kind of creates like an accountability as well, because it allows people to see things. I wonder if that's part of it. It would be interesting.
So thanks for watching, guys. That's it for today's episode of CryptoSauce. Don't forget to obviously subscribe if you want to get more of our content, and hit the bell to also get those notifications. But more importantly, get in there and put down a comment if you want to let us know what you want us to review next, what you want us to look at, or if you just have any questions in general, because we're pretty helpful. When we've got a pretty good knowledge of it, I'm more than happy to help. So we've also put our Binance link in there as well.
Oh yeah, that's
right. And you'll be able to look at you'll be able to get in there and obviously buy VeChain. Binance is holding probably, I think it's something like 80% of the VeChain trade supply. So you'll be able to get in through there. We'd recommend it. And we've also put a link in the description to get through that. So thanks again, guys.
Thanks, guys.